Listen to me, everyone. Fear is the number one dream killer. It's not your lack of talent. It's not your lack of money. It's not even your past that's holding you back. It's fear. Fear is whispering in your ear, telling you you're not good enough, telling you you might fail, telling you people will laugh at you. But let me tell you something. Fear is a liar. Most of the things you're scared of never even happen. Fear paints fake pictures in your mind. And while you sit frozen, your dreams are passing you by. Listen to me. Your best life, your destiny, your breakthrough, it's waiting on the other side of fear. The only question is, will you let fear keep you locked in chains? Or will you break free and step into the life you were created to live? Fear is the biggest dream killer, and most people don't even realize it. It's not your lack of ability that stops you. It's not your background. It's not even the challenges in front of you. What stops you is the fear inside your mind. Fear has a way of whispering to you at night, telling you that you're not good enough, that you don't have what it takes, that the risk is too high. And the sad part is most people listen. They allow fear to build invisible walls around their life. They stay stuck in the same place for years, not because they can't move, but because they've convinced themselves that if they try, they'll fail. Fear is powerful because it paralyzes you before you even take the first step. It convinces you to quit before you start, and it makes you believe that safety is better than success. But what you call safety is actually a slow death of your dreams. Every time you let fear win, you give up a piece of your future. Think about it. How many times have you said no to opportunities, not because you weren't ready, but because you were scared of rejection, scared of failure, or scared of judgment? Fear has robbed people of businesses they never built, songs they never sang, books they never wrote, and relationships they never pursued. It doesn't matter how much talent or potential you have, you allow fear to control your actions. The truth is your gift, your greatness, your destiny, it's already inside you, but fear is the lock that keeps it trapped until you confront it, until you decide that fear will no longer dictate your choices. You will keep living small while your dreams slowly fade away. Fear lies to you every single day. And the problem is that most people believe the lies without questioning them. Fear paints the worst case scenario in your mind, making challenges look 10 times bigger than they really are. It convinces you that failure is guaranteed, that embarrassment is certain, and that pain will be unbearable if you try. But here's the truth, 90% of the things you're afraid of never even happen. Fear is a master storyteller, and it writes scripts in your mind that have no basis in reality. You worry about losing before you even start playing the game. You stress about rejection before you even ask the question. You imagine doors slamming in your face before you even knock. Fear thrives on exaggeration, on creating false images of danger so that you hesitate and freeze. And every time you choose to believe those lies, you miss opportunities that could change your life. Fear doesn't show you the times you succeed. It only magnifies the possibility of failure. But the truth is, failure isn't the end. It's a step toward growth. The lie fear tells is that you can't handle failure, when in reality, failure teaches you how to rise stronger. Fear also tells you that people will laugh at you, that they will judge you. But in most cases, people are too focused on their own lives to even notice yours. And even if they do, their opinion doesn't pay your bills or build your future. The biggest danger of fear isn't what happens if the lie comes true. It's what happens if you believe the lie and never try. Fear wants to control your imagination so it can control your destiny. But once you see through its lies, you realize it has no real power over you. You have to flip the script because the way you talk to yourself determines the life you live. Most people wake up with the wrong questions running through their minds. They ask, what if I fail? What if I look stupid? What if people laugh at me? And every time you ask those questions, you feed fear and weaken your confidence. Your brain is like a computer. It runs on the commands you give it. If you keep programming it with doubt, it will only produce hesitation. But when you flip the script, everything changes. Instead of asking, what if I fail? Start asking, what if I succeed? Instead of saying, what if they laugh? Say, what if I inspire them? Instead of worrying, what if I fall? Start believing, what if I fly? The power of your words creates the direction of your life. You cannot keep speaking fear and expect to live fearless. Every great achiever, every dreamer who made history learned to flip the script. They chose to focus on possibility instead of limitation. They trained their minds to see opportunity where others only saw obstacles. When you shift your language, you shift your mindset. And when you shift your mindset, you shift your life. The truth is, the difference between fear and faith is often just the words you choose to repeat daily. If you feed fear with, what if I lose? It grows stronger. If you feed faith with, what if I win? It gets louder. You have to catch yourself in those moments when fear speaks and deliberately flip it. This doesn't mean fear disappears, but it means you no longer give it the microphone. By flipping the script, you turn your inner critic into your inner coach. And that is how you start living fearless. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's the decision to move forward even when fear is screaming at you to stop. Too many people believe that fearless individuals feel nothing, that they never get nervous, never doubt, never worry. That's not true. Everyone feels fear, but the difference between those who succeed and those who stay stuck is what they choose to do with it. Courage means standing up when your knees are shaking. Courage means speaking when your voice is trembling. Courage means taking the first step when you can't even see the whole staircase. It's easy to act when everything feels safe and guaranteed. But courage is about acting when nothing is promised, when the outcome is uncertain, and when the risk feels heavy. That's why courage is so rare and so valuable, because it demands that you put faith over fear and action over excuses. Think about every breakthrough moment in your life. Every time you grew stronger, every time you leveled up, it didn't happen in comfort. It happened when you chose to push through fear. Courage doesn't eliminate fear. It just refuses to bow down to it. You can be scared and still move. You can be uncertain and still try. You can be nervous and still show up. Courage is about proving to yourself that fear doesn't control you. And every time you act with courage, you weaken fear's grip. Fear wants you to believe it has power, but courage reminds you that the real power is inside you. You don't need to wait till the fear disappears. You need to act while it's present. That is how courage is built, moment by moment, choice by choice, action by action, until fear no longer holds the final say in your life. Your best life is on the other side of fear. But most people never get there because they stop at the wall instead of climbing over it. Fear feels like a giant barrier, and the closer you get to it, the bigger it seems. But the truth is, everything you've ever wanted, success, freedom, happiness, fulfillment, is waiting for you just past that barrier. Fear guards the treasure of your destiny. It's like a test asking you how badly you want what you say you want. If you give in and turn back, you stay stuck in the same routine, living safe but unfulfilled. If you push through, even when your heart is racing and your hands are shaking, you discover that the life you dreamed was always possible. The reason your best life is on the other side of fear is because fear forces you to grow. It demands courage, demands faith, and it demands action. And when you rise up to meet it, you become stronger than you were before. You learn to trust yourself, you build resilience, and you start realizing that fear was never as powerful as you thought. Think about it. How many opportunities have you missed because you were afraid to try? How many times did you let fear make the decision for you? Every time you let fear win, you stay on this side of the wall, living a life smaller than your potential. But the moment you decide to step through the fear, you unlock doors you didn't even know existed. Fear tries to hold your best life hostage, but it only wins if you let it. The other side is where growth happens, where dreams come alive, and where the real version of you finally shows up. Stop waiting for the perfect time because it doesn't exist. Too many people waste years planning, preparing, and convincing themselves that one day the conditions will finally be right. They tell themselves they'll start when they have more money, when they feel more confident, when they learn a little more, or when the fear finally disappears. But here's the reality: there will always be something that feels incomplete. There will always be a reason to delay. There will always be an excuse to wait. The people who win in life are not the ones who wait for the perfect time. They are the ones who act in the imperfect moment. They understand that progress is better than perfection. They know that starting messy is better than not starting at all. Every great achievement you admire began with someone who decided to take action before they felt fully ready. The truth is, action creates readiness, not the other way around. The more you move, the more confident you become, the more skilled you get, and the more opportunities you create. Waiting keeps you stuck in the same cycle, while action breaks the cycle and pushes you forward. If you keep saying tomorrow, You'll look back years later and realize tomorrow never came. The perfect time isn't on the calendar. It's not marked on a date in the future. It's right now. This moment is your chance to step up, to make the call, to launch the idea, to write the book, to start the journey. Every second you hesitate, fear grows stronger and dreams grow weaker. But the moment you act, even with small steps, momentum builds and fear begins to shrink. The life you want is waiting, but it can only start when you do. So hear me clearly. Fear will always try to stand in your way, but it does not have the final say. You were not created to live small. You were created to live bold. Your dreams, your goals, your destiny, they are waiting for you on the other side of fear. Don't let another day slip by hiding behind excuses, doubts, or what ifs. This is your moment to step up, to act with courage, to reprogram your mind, and to refuse to let fear be the author of your story. From this day forward, choose faith over fear, action over hesitation, and purpose over comfort. The fearless mindset isn't about living without fear. It's about refusing to be controlled by it. And when you make that choice, you don't just change your day, you change your entire life.